Okay. So a simple recap of our yesterday's session. Yesterday we started discussing Linux. So we discussed what is server and what are the components of the any computer or server, operating system, RAM, CPU, and then hard disk. And then we just saw the differences between while using the computer, we saw the difference laptop, mobile, server, and then television. And we discussed the operating system architecture and why Linux is preferred than Windows. What are the Linux advantages? Less cost, more performance, more stability, free OS security, and one more thing is multi-user. So at a time, multiple users can log in into the Linux server. Okay, and in Linux, everything is text, no graphics, nothing. Linux server. Okay, and extensions also doesn't matter. You can keep any extension. So Linus Torvalds invented the Linux and he removed the lock between hardware and software and he made it Linux kernel as open source. A lot of companies around the globe are taking that Linux kernel and on top of the kernel, they are developing some shell and utility packages and they are releasing them as their own Linux flavors or distributions. So we have the popular CentOS enterprise so enterprise companies, they mostly use CentOS as an open source and they use RHEL as a commercial version of it. And AWS Linux 2 also took the code of RHEL and then they are releasing it as the AWS Linux 2. So don't worry, you can use any of this Linux flavor. Mostly simple commands will, one or few commands will be only different. Okay, so and later we discussed how can you connect to the Linux server, that is SSH mechanism, secure shell. If we are using public key and private key mechanism and we generated SSH-keygen-f file name, we imported the public key to the AWS account as part of key pair, and then we created security group, that is nothing but firewall, and we created a server AWS Linux 2, and then we choose the firewall and we connected the command is SSH-I path of your private key, username @ IP address. And later we discussed few commands. Dollar denotes normal user, # denotes root user, pwd is present working directory. The syntax of any command in Linux is what is the command name, what are the options, what are the inputs. Options and inputs are optional. In few cases, inputs is mandatory. For example, CP command, you must provide input, otherwise it will not work. Okay. And yeah, so hyphen single character you can use or double hyphen word you can use. We discussed uname, so that will give you all the kernel information, ls command, so that will list down the files and folders. And we have discussed few options, -l, -l or -la, and then we created a file using touch command, make directory to create the folder, and cat greater than symbol, this will create the file and then it will open for entering the text. So once you enter the text, just press enter and Control D. So if you want to read the file, cat and the file name. Removing rm command, rm directory to remove the empty directory, and we discussed absolute path and relative path as well. Okay, so in Linux, so this will always remove the old content and this one will always append, it will not delete the old content. So later we discussed copy command and finally we discussed move command also. Okay, so move command is like Control X or renaming, both you can use it, a single command. So today we will start discussing few other commands. So let us create an instance here, launch instance. I'm using Mumbai region. Okay, just make sure you also use a particular region. So AWS has multiple regions, US, Asia Pacific. I'm using Mumbai. You can use any region, but follow the same process. Stick to that region. Okay. So I'm just creating Linux server. You can give any name and make sure you create AWS Linux 2. and then pt2.micro. This is free tier. You will not be charged. And keep a. So we created DevOps yesterday, and then select existing security group, that is allow all, and keep the storage same. That's it. So it will take maximum 1 or 2 minutes to create the server. So the same thing, if you have to do it in Oracle Virtual VMbox, that is very difficult. So your laptop resources will be mostly utilized for that Oracle VM only. So copy the IP address. You will get public IPv4 address. Take this, not private, public IPv4. Go to Git Bash. So I hope you installed Git Bash and created AWS account. SSH-I. So this is the absolute path I'm giving. C users, user, and then devops.pem. Username is ec2-user @IP address. Okay. Just give yes. So you are in Linux, you are the normal user now. Okay. So today's session will start with a command called grep. Okay. So in this file, if you want to search, then you will give Control F. So in Notepad, Windows generally you give Control F, and you will give the text you want to enter, and then you will click next. You can see the occurrences. So similarly, in Linux, we use grep to find the text in a file. Okay. So let me copy one simple file. So that is I'm copying a file called etc/password in our Linux OS to the current directory. What is your current directory? Whenever you log into Linux, by default, you will log into your home directory, that is /home/ your username. Okay. How can you list down ls-l? Okay, you have your password file. Okay. So now how to read this file? Cat password. Okay, so you have these many lines here. Now I want to get the lines which has the text sbin. Okay, so now the syntax is grep what to find and then file name. Okay, so now I want to search for grep, give grep. I want to search for sbin, and what is the file name here? Password. Okay, so you will get all the lines which has the word sbin. Okay, so that this is how you search. Okay. And let me enter few lines here in the password. You can see I'm appending here. I'm entering Google or Google, and I'm entering Google, something like this. Okay, enter Control D. Just check cat password. So now I want to search for a word grep Google file name password. You are not getting this one. So by default, Linux is case sensitive. So this Google is different. This Google is different. So just remember this, Linux is case sensitive. Okay. But if you want to get this Google also, you just need to inform like grep-i. Okay. And then Google password. So you are telling Linux for just for this command, please consider it as case insensitive. That is why you are giving -i. Okay, in your notepad also you have the option like Control F. If you just give, then you can see match case. So in Linux also you have that option. By default, it is case insensitive, case sensitive. Then you are telling Linux to be case insensitive by giving -i. Okay, so that is that one. And we have another option. We can just give cat password and then pipe grep for SBIN or Google. Okay, so what is this piping? So this is very important in Linux. So what is piping? So you know piping. So generally, so pipe is a general concept. So where you will have, for example, this is pipe. So this is the input to it. Okay, and this is the output. Similarly, you can attach one more pipe. Okay, you cannot attach, for example, here. So this is one pipe and this is another pipe. Okay. So now this will become input to this. So output of pipe 1 is becoming input to the pipe 2. And this is output of pipe 2. So output of pipe 2 is becoming input to pipe 3. So this is the piping concept. And software also same. So here cat password is one command. So this is giving the output. So output of this command is becoming input to this grep command. So now you no need to give the file name. So usually you must give the grep word to find and file name. Now you no need to give, automatically this command output is becoming the input to the grep command. Okay. So in Linux, we use pipes heavily, but the meaning and concept is very simple. Output of the first command is becoming the input of the second command. Okay, so that's it. That is about the grep. Okay, cat password pipe grep -i Google will give you both the words. So this is about the grep command. Okay, grep -i will become case insensitive. Now let us discuss head command. Okay, head. If you give file name, password. So what is this is head is nothing but the top part. So by default, it will give you the first 10 lines of the file. Head and file name. First 10 lines of the file by default. Similarly, tail. Now you know what I mean. Tail password. By default, it will give you last 10 lines of the file. Tail file name. Last 10 lines of the file by default. Okay, but if you want particular number of lines, you can always give head -n, number of lines are 2 and the file name. Okay, so you will get first 2 lines. Similarly, tail, last 2 lines. Okay, so now let us use pipes to this. Cat password, just give head. Cat password tail. Okay, cat password head -n 2, first 2 lines. So this is how you use pipes as well. Okay, head r head -n 2 file name. first two lines of the file. Okay, so this is the head command and tail command. So commands are very simple in Linux. You no need to worry about it at all. So once you start using them, you will get more interest as well. So now let us discuss something called wget and curl. So if you want to download something here, for example, like git bash, so maybe you have installed already, you will just click download, then a file will be automatically downloaded. But in Linux, how can you download the files into the Linux server? So that is just copy this link address and the command is wget, get from the web. Okay, download the file. The syntax is just give wget and then URL. Okay, I copied the link address and you came here, wget and this one. Oh, okay. So this is not the actual file actually. When you click download, so this is the file actually. For example, this one, copy link address. So you can say this is the web page. If you have something like extension of the file, then that is the file actually. See, this is the file. Now, if you download, the file is getting downloaded into your Linux server. Just click ls-l. Now you can see the file got downloaded. So wget URL is to download the files into the Linux server. Similarly, we have something called curl. Okay, so you will see why is this useful. For example, we have repositories. So I want to download this file. How can you do this is either you can use wget or if you give copy this and then give curl and the URL. So then it is not downloading actually, it is giving you the text into the terminal. Okay, so that is the difference. Wget will download the file, curl will not download actually, it will print the file in the terminal. Okay, so this is useful actually while executing the scripts from internet. I will see this anyhow. Just understand the difference. Wget is to download the files and curl is to download the content onto the terminal. So it will not download the files. Just see this. So by default, only wget will download the file. Curl is to show the content directly onto the terminal instead of downloading. Okay. So this is about these two commands. So this is also very, sometimes they ask in interviews, what is the difference between wget and curl? Okay. So now let us see very important commands, cut and awk. Okay. So let me take this URL. Okay, this is the URL. So out of this URL, I want only this one. Okay, how you get this usually is just think if you cut this URL into multiple pieces based on this slash, you will get first part as HTTPS colon and second part as colon and third part as colon and the next part as this one and next part as this one and next part this one and finally the last part is this one. Okay, but based on what you are cutting this, you are cutting using cut based on slash. Okay, if you cut based on colon, then you will get only two parts. The first part is this one, the second part is this one. Okay, so cut command is useful to cut a string generally into multiple parts based on something called as delimiter. So you call either slash or colon as delimiter here. So cut command is used to cut the string based on some delimiter. Okay, so you can choose anything as delimiter. Okay, so now I'm choosing here the delimiter as slash. Now what is the syntax? Cut hyphen D. Okay, hyphen D means delimiter, slash is the delimiter, and hyphen 1 F first fragment. Okay, so now let us see. So in Linux, you will use echo to print the text. Echo hello, it will print echo hello. Echo hi, it will print hi onto the terminal. Similarly, echo and the URL is this one. It will print the URL. Now I will pipe it to the cut command hyphen D delimiter. I am taking it as colon hyphen. It is not hyphen F, it is one F. We forgot the syntax, cut command syntax. So it doesn't matter if you forget the syntax, it's always, you can always search for Google. Hyphen F1. Okay, see, now you are getting cut hyphen D delimiter. You are giving colon as delimiter, and you are telling fragment 1. If you want 2, then you can just give fragment 2. Okay, so similarly, let us change the delimiter. Cut slash is the delimiter. Now if you want first fragment, then you are getting HTTPS colon. Second fragment, nothing, because after slash there is nothing. Third fragment, you are getting this one. Fourth, you are getting like this. And similarly, what is our last fragment? Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Now if you give hyphen F8, so you will get like this. Okay, so but if it is like 100 fragments, you need to calculate each and every fragment one by one, and you want to understand at the nth fragment. So but there is another command very useful, that is awk. So you will find a lot of usage the cut and awk in our upcoming sessions, but for now I'm just discussing the syntax. So cut command, you need to calculate manually what is the last part, last fragment of this. But in awk, you don't need to do it. You can just give awk hyphen F this fragment, and you can just give. So instead of D here, the option is hyphen capital F, and you can give slash that single quote and then braces print $1F or 1F. Okay, let us see this. awk hyphen F slash use this and braces inside print $1F. Okay, so you are getting like this. So last part, if you want, just give $NF. Sorry, N fragment, N capital F. Yeah, this capital F, sorry. So just use capital F even for any number of fragment. First fragment, you will get first. Second fragment, you will get second. And third, you will get third. Okay. Last fragment, no need to calculate, just give -n. So these commands are very useful in shell scripting. Okay, we will use these commands heavily as part of our shell scripting while discussing the topic. Okay, there is another usage of AWK command. So it will be asked in interviews. What is the difference between cut and AWK? You can just tell cut and AWK, we can use it for the delimitation purpose. You can choose any delimiter and cut the text. But AWK has another usage, that is column paste. Okay. So for example, you know the CSV file format. So you can say ID, user, and then email, phone number. So these are the fields. One, Sivakumar, and info@joindevops.com, and something 6281937007. So these are the user information. So you can give any number of users like this. Now I want to get all the users, user names. Then, so this is what you want, all the users in the system. So like that, our cat password file. Okay. So it has, you can see the first word of this file is users, team and LP. So these are the usernames. Okay. So you want the first. These are the usernames of your Linux server. Okay. Similarly, you can see easy to user. Now you want to get the first column. Then you can give cat password AWK -f, that is colon, print $1f. Now you can see you are getting the usernames of the file. So AWK command is useful to get the data column wise. Okay, and these are the user IDs. This one 0 and 1000, these are the user IDs. So this is first, this is second, this is the third. Now if you give third, then you will get all the user IDs. Okay, so by default root user ID is 0. So these two commands are very useful for the interview as well as while working in Linux servers as part of scripting generally. Okay. Give captain. The last fragment is nth fragment. So these two commands you need to practice more. So we discussed many commands till now. So now let us discuss the editors. So till now you have seen in our Linux sessions, you have seen reading the file and then appending the text by giving cat greater than, but you don't have much control. If I want to delete this line, how can you do this? If I want to copy this, how can you do? If I want to search for a text inside the file. So there are many things you want as part of editors, but till now we haven't discussed about any editors. So we have a popular editor called VIM editor. Okay. Visually improved editor. the full name, usually improved. So the command is PIM and then file name. Okay. So this will, what it will do is, if the file does not exist, it will create the file. It will create and open. If it is exist, it will open. Okay. So this is very, very important editor. This is the editor we use in our daily work. Okay. So that is, this is mandatory to learn. So now let us discuss this. So it has three modes actually. One is escape, and the other mode is colon, and the other mode is insert. So this is escape mode, this is colon mode, and this is insert mode. Colon mode, or we call it as command mode as well, and this is insert mode. So whenever you open the file, open the file, by default you will be in escape mode. Okay. So now let me open a file here. VIM password. Now whenever you open, it will tell you there are 28 lines and the bytes of the memory is 1326. Okay. And now you are in first line, first character. Now if you move the cursor, then you are in second line, third line, fourth line, like this. So whenever you open the file, you are already in escape mode. Okay, you are in escape mode. Now if you want to go to colon mode, you just need to press colon. Okay, you just need to press colon. Now let us press colon. You will be in colon mode or command. Okay, to come back to escape mode, you just see at the left bottom. Okay, so you are in colon mode. To go back to the escape mode again, just press escape key in your keyboard. Okay, to go back, you need to press escape. Okay, so now from escape mode to insert mode, if you want to go, then you need to press insert mode. I press I in your keyboard. Okay, coming out, I'll tell you how to come out as well. VIM password. Which mode you are in? By default, escape mode. If you want to go to insert mode, just press I. Now you are in insert mode. To go back to again escape mode, you need to press escape. Okay. From colon mode to insert mode directly you cannot. You have to first go to escape mode and then you come to the insert mode. Okay. Suppose I'm coming out. Which mode I am in? I am in escape mode by default. Going back to colon mode by pressing shift colon. Now you are in colon mode. If you want to go to insert mode, you cannot go directly. Okay. First, you need to go to escape mode by pressing escape. And then from escape to insert mode by pressing I. Okay. So just practice like this while you are doing it. Now let us discuss the options available in this VIM. First thing, in colon mode. So we have very popular options: colon slash, colon question mark, colon set NU, and colon set no NU, and colon no highlight, colon Q, colon Q exclamatory, colon WQ. Okay, so these are the popular options. We will discuss these options one by one. So these are very important while working in Linux servers. Okay, so let me copy one more file, that is big. So this sudo is to get the root access. I'm just copying from a file from SSH folder, but this has the root access. We will shortly discuss the permissions, everything. Okay, and if you give ls-l, because you used sudo command, you need to change the ownership. Soon we will discuss, no worries, just run this for now. Clear ls-l. So you have a file called sshd config. If you want to open, just open vim ssh ss and press tab. It will automatically open. Okay. So now you opened a file. You are at the first line and first character, and there are total 140 lines and 3957 characters. You go to second, it will showing you second, third, fourth, like that. Okay. So now, which mode you are in? Escape mode. If you want to go to colon mode, you need to press colon and then slash, give a word, password. Okay, and press next. Now you can see search hit bottom, continuing at top. So colon slash word to find. So what it does is it will search for the file from top. Okay, once the search is over, it will display search hit the bottom. So it completed. So now in same option you have in Notepad++ also, Control F, you have backward direction and forward direction. If you click backward direction, it will search from the top. If you don't click, then it will search from the, sorry, if you click backward, it will search from the bottom. If you don't click, it will search from the top. So you always have two options. One option is search from the top. Search from top and search from bottom. Why two options we have is, so these are the simple files, but some files they may have thousands of lines, like nearly 10,000, 30,000 lines are there in a file, and you know very sure it is text is available maximum at the bottom level. Then you hit colon question mark and then what to find. So it will do opposite. It will search for the, sorry, not for the word from bottom. That's the only difference, nothing else. Okay. So now you are in escape mode. You can see there is nothing here. If there is nothing here, you are in escape mode. Now, if you want to come out, the option is there, colon Q. I'm just pressing colon Q, enter. Q is nothing but quit. Okay. Colon Q is quit the file. or come out of the file. Okay, that is the option. Now let us again search for the word via sshd config. So by default, you are in escape mode. I want to search for a text password, but from top, but from bottom. So you can see the previous search is automatically highlighted. So if you don't want that highlight, go to colon. How can you go to colon mode? Shift colon, NOH, no highlight. That's it. Okay, it is gone. Now you want to come out. You are in escape mode actually. Press colon and then Q, enter. Okay. Colon, no highlight. So it will unhighlight the previous searched word. Okay. Now I will open again via sshd config. Okay. Now you are in escape mode. I want to search for a word from the bottom. I want to go to colon mode, question mark, give the word password. Okay. Now you just keep on press N. 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 N means next. Okay, so this is how you will search once again. Come out. You are in escape mode. Colon, Q, enter. Okay. So these are the options. Now I want to see the numbers of the file. Okay. Just give colon set NU. Numbers will be displayed. Okay. Just give press up and arrow. You can just go to the file top and bottom. Okay. If you want to come out again, colon Q, enter. So in while doing cat also, you can just give cat -n sshd config. You can see the line numbers generally -n. So this is about setting the numbers. If you don't want numbers again, you just set NU, it will give you this, and again press colon, set no NU, will not display the line numbers. Okay, come out, enter. So now I want to add some lines to this file. How can you do that? For that purpose, you need to go for insert mode. Insert is nothing but inserting the lines. VIM sshd config. Now you are in escape mode. If you want to enter some text, you must go to insert mode. How can you go to insert mode? By pressing I. You can see clearly you are in insert mode now. You can move the cursor anywhere you want. Okay, I'm going to the top. Okay, here I want to add some line. Okay, you are already in insert mode. You can directly type. So this is the practice of entering lines in the file. Okay, now you are in insert mode. How can you save this? To save, you have an option in colon mode, that is colon W, write and quit. You are in insert mode. You have to come here, first press escape and then press colon WQ. Now I'm in insert mode. First I need to go to escape and press colon WQ, enter. That's it. Now if you open the file, you can see this. Okay. WQ colon Q, come out. So once you practice this VM editor, it will be very easy for you to work with Linux servers directly inside the servers. Now I'm going to write another line. Now I'm in escape mode. Just press I, you are in insert mode, and then cursor. I'm writing something. This is the text I entered by mistake. I don't want to save. Okay, so now this is the text you entered by mistake. Now you don't want it to save, but you already wrote it. How can you do this is you are in insert mode. You have to come to colon mode. Then first press escape and shift colon. Now you give Q and exclamatory. Exclamatory is force exit without writing. Don't save. Now you open it. It is not saved. Okay. So now the option is colon write Q. It will write what you entered and quit. Colon exclamatory. It will not write what you entered and quit. Okay. So exclamatory is used for force quit without writing or without saving. Okay. Now I'm in escape mode. To come out, colon Q, enter. So these are the options available, mostly useful options in colon mode. Okay, and in insert mode, there is only one option, hyphen, pressing I and entering the text. And now when it comes to the escape mode, there are few options. That is, I'm writing here, or let me write a new file, VIM, new file. This file is not exist here, so it will create the file new and it will open the editor for us. Now it is in escape mode. I'm writing something by pressing I. So this is to practice escape mode options. Just writing something, some text, again some text, something like this. Okay. Now I want to undo the changes. You know, in Windows, the undo is Control Z. Okay. Similarly here, the undo is pressing U. That is undo. Okay. So now if you want to press U, you are in insert mode, you need to come to escape mode. Just press escape here and U. That's gone. Okay. Colon Q, enter. So it will not save the file. So escape mode U is to undo the changes you did earlier. Okay, now let us see VIM SSHD config and press U. You are already at voltage change because you haven't changed anything now. Now I want to copy this line, particularly this line. Place the cursor at that line and press YY and P. Okay, so U escape mode. U is for undo the changes. YY, if you press Y 2 times, that is nothing but we call it as anch or copy. Copies the line. Okay, and when you press P, it will paste it. Okay, so now I'm at this line 1. I'm pressing YY 2 times Y and then press P. It is pasting. Press P, it will continuously paste. Okay, E for paste. Similarly, I want to cut this line. If you want to cut, press DD 2 times D. then it is cut. So if you press TT, it will cut the line. Okay. So now I'm copying this. How to copy this line? I'm at line number 4. You can see right side bottom, pressing YY. Now I want to copy this line 10 times. Just press 10P. In your keyboard, if you just give 10P, then it will copy for 10 times paste. Let us give 100P. It will copy for 100 times. Okay. I want to undo, just press U. Like this. Okay. 10P. Paste for 10 times. Okay. So these are the commands available in escape mode. Okay. Now I'm going to some line here. Now if you want to go to top, just press G 2 times. Okay. In escape mode, if you press, for example, if you are in middle, you're in middle of the line, middle of the file, want to go to top, press G 2 times, just GG. Now I'm at the top of the file. I want to go to the bottom of the file. Shift plus G. Shift plus G takes us to bottom. Okay. Now at the top of the file, just press Shift G, will take you to the bottom. So these are the escape mode options. Okay. And we have another popular option in colon mode, that is percentile S or S for substitute and word to find, replace word. Okay. So now you are in this file. I want to replace this touch with something else. For example, if you will, what you do, Control F, and there is an option called replace. Find this word touch and then replace with something called replace word. So this is what you do, right? It is replaced. So what it is happening in the background, first it will find the word, whatever you are giving, and it will replace with the text you have given. Yes, so the same thing in Linux. The just option is S for substitute. You are in colon mode. S for substitute. Which word to find and then what you want to replace. Now the same option, let us check. I'm coming out. VIM SSHT. Now I want to replace with the password as password1. Okay, or it's a big file. Let us take the small file. VIM password. I want to replace spin with something else. Okay, I want to replace spin to spin -1. Okay, so what is the syntax? Colon, yes, and the word is spin -1. Okay, so now let us do this. Colon, S for substitute, slash the word sbin slash sbin -1. Okay, now if you enter, you can see, so this is only substituted because you are at the 4th line. So by default, what is happening here is it will only substitute in the line where your cursor is in. Okay, so now let us check another thing. Now my cursor is at 9th line. Again do this, colon, substitute, has been, you can see it is automatically highlighted, slash has been -1. Okay, now only 9th line is done. Now wherever your cursor is in, now I want it in the second line, just press colon, S, like 2S, colon 2S, it means second line, slash has been, you can see second line is automatically highlighted, has been -1, enter. Okay, colon second 2S means second line, has been slash has been -1. It will substitute in the particular line whatever you give. Now I want everything inside this file to be replaced. The option is colon percentile S and then has been slash has been -1 slash G. G means global. Okay, colon percentile S has been slash has been -1 and slash G. So now it means replace has been with has been -1. G means global. It means entire file. You can see everything got replaced. Okay, so let us summarize once again this editor. So VIM editor has 3 modes: escape mode, colon mode, and insert mode. Whenever you open the file, by default you will be in escape mode. If you want to go to colon mode, you need to press shift colon in your keyboard. If you want to go to insert mode, you need to press I. Okay, but going from colon mode to insert mode is not available by default. If you are in colon mode, first press escape and then press I. So just by this diagram, you can easily understand. So once you practice it multiple times, then this editor will become very easy for you. You can directly edit inside the Linux servers. Okay, and then yeah, so these are the options we discussed. In colon mode, colon slash, it will find the text from top. Colon question mark, it will find the text from bottom. Set NU, it will just enable the numbers. Set no NU, it will not enable the numbers. No highlight, it will not highlight the previous searched word. Colon Q, it will come out. Colon Q slash exclamatory, it will not save the changes and it will force come out. Right Q, it will save the changes. So insert mode, will press -I, you can enter anything you want. And in escape mode, you have YY, that is copy. You have TD, that is cut. P, paste. 10P, 10 times paste. Okay. And then GG takes you to top. Shift plus G takes you to bottom. So these are the popular and useful options in our VIM editor. And we have discussed in other thing. S for substitute, find word, and replace word. Okay. So this is all about the VIM editor we use in our daily work. Now let's go to another topic. This is also very popular and useful for interviews. That is nothing but permissions in Linux. Okay. So in any operating system, even in our Windows, you have something called permissions. That is read access, write access. X means execute. Execute is nothing but execution of scripts in any operating system, not only Linux, in Unix and Windows as well, or Mac as well. Okay. Now we have three types of users in Linux as part of permissions. One is the user. It is nothing but user or owner. It is nothing but the one who created the file. So usually the creator is the owner, right? So if you create the file, you by default you are the owner because it is you created that one. And second one is group. Okay. So generally the group user belongs to or any group. And there is something called others, other than user and group. So now let us see this, what I discussed here. Come out, Q, enter. So it is saying you change something, either you need to save it or add exclamatory to override. Q, exclamatory, force quit. Okay. So now see this, what are these lines here? So the first character, it denotes either the file or folder. You know that already. And let us see this. So this one belongs to, this one belongs to user. Okay. And this one belongs to group. Focus on this, it's very important. And this one belongs to others. Okay. And here, okay, forget this one, we'll discuss later. And this is the user, and this is the group. So what does it mean? So in Linux, remember this point. When you create user in Linux, by default, a group also created on the same name, on the same username. Okay, just remember this point. We'll discuss this and then see as part of user management. So EC2 user is created automatically when you created the instance. Similarly, EC2 group also created by default. Okay, so now this is the user of the file. This is the group of the file. So now the user has read and write access. He don't have execute access. And the group persons has only read access. And others has only read access. Okay, who is the ownership? Ownership belongs to these two guys. Okay, he is the one user who is the creator, and group also they can. So why these groups are useful is because like Ramesh is DevOps guy. Okay, so there will be a group called DevOps. DevOps is created, and Ramesh is part of DevOps team. Okay, so at that time, how this file will become is EC2 use. This is Ramesh, and this file belongs to DevOps group. So as Ramesh is the creator, he has write access as well. DevOps group only has read access. Okay. Others also has read access. Now, how can you change the permissions of this file? So it is also very important. They will ask you in the interviews, how can you change the permissions of a file? chmod, change modification. That is the syntax chmod, and user, you denote him with a character called U, and group, you denote him with a character called G, and others, you denote with him a character called O, UGO. Now I want to add execute access to the Ramesh. So who can change this modifications also? Who can change permissions of a file? Either owner or root user. Okay, so now I want to change the file permissions. Either I should be the owner of the file or I should be the root user. By default, I am the owner of this, right? So chmod u plus, I'm adding execute permission to myself, u plus x, and then file name. Okay, so now you can see user don't have any execution access. You want to change it. Either EC2 user or root user can only do this modification. chmod u plus x and the file name. Now you can just see the even the color is also got changed because of this execution access. Okay, if you want to remove, just u minus x. Okay, now you can check. Okay, so now, yeah, now you can check. So now, sorry, I did for, yeah, there is no execute access. Okay, so now this is the SSHD config. Now I want to add the read access to user, group, and owner as well. Okay, if you want to do it for everyone, either you can do chmod ugo plus read, or else since you want to do it for everyone, just give chmod plus x and sshd config. Now ls hyphen l. You can see execute is access added for everyone. Now if you want to remove, just minus x. Okay, so you can use it the combination like anyhow. chmod, I want group user and other user, I want to add read access, and that's it. So you can play with it anyhow you want by changing UGO plus and minus anything. Okay, so now I want every access to everyone, chmod UGO plus read write execute sshd config. Now you have given all access to everyone, read write execute to user, read write execute to group, and then read write execute to other user as well. Okay, who is the other user? If another user logged in with someone like Ramesh into this login, so he becomes the other user to this file. Okay, so that is how you change the permission. Similarly, you can have another option. This is also very popular for interviews. Read write execute. So this is denoted with a letter called 1, letter called 2, letter called 4. Think 1, 2, 4. Sorry, reverse order. Read, write, execute 1 to 4. So these are the letter denotions. Now, how can you do this? Chmod. I want to give read write access to the user. Then I will do it 7. 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. I want to give only read access and then execution access to the group. Then it will become 4 plus 1, 5. I don't want to give access to other users. Then it will become 0. Okay. So now if you give chmod 7, all access to the user 5. 5 is nothing but read and execute, and then 0 to other user and SSH config. Now you can check here, all access, read, execute, no access to the other user. So this is the popular form they will ask you in interviews. As per how can you give the numbers while change the permissions? You can give chmod, read has the 4, write has the 2, execute has the 1. You can match it however we want. Okay. You can see here, this is the our public key. It is in our .ssh folder. Yesterday we discussed. So what is the permission? It has 6. So one of the example, the public key or private key inside the Linux servers will not have the more than 600. So public and private key should not have permissions more than 600. What does it mean? 600 is nothing but read and write access to user and no access to group, no access to others, because this file, this key file belongs to only you. Nobody else can read. Okay, other users cannot read your public key. So that is what it means. So this is about the permissions. This is very important topic either for interviews as well as while working. Just practice this. Practice these numbers also. Try to remember. Come, read, write, executive 1 to 4. So yeah, so this is about the permissions. So we can stop till here today. So let us just recap what we have discussed. We practiced grep command and we understood -i is for case insensitive, head command, tile command. We learned piping as well. And then we practiced wget curl command and we practiced cut and awk command. And then awk command is for column based division. And we practiced VIM editor and we practiced permissions. So recording will be uploaded maximum within 2 hours. Just open the same link here. You can find automatically in the playlist. Try to bookmark this link. Okay. From today onwards, you can have Q&A session that is 8:30 p.m. this week. From the second week, we will change the timings for the entire course, but only for this week it is 8:30 p.m. Okay. So let us have few questions. So let us stick to the questions related to current today's topic. Okay, then it will be good. Otherwise, we will be deviated from our discussions. But in Q&A session, you can ask anything. And from next week, we will enable Slack channel. So there you can ask anything. Okay, Slack channel is like this. Okay. So you can raise the questions here. Let us have some questions. Venkatarao Valluri. You can ask, you can unmute and then ask. Praveen Reddy. Atik Ahmad Rabbani. You can unmute and then ask.
Hi Shiva, sorry, I'm speaking. I was talking in mute actually.
Yes, Praveen.
Yeah, so sorry. While you are explaining things, right? So you are saying a few interview questions. So can you
Yeah,
write those questions in Notepad as well? Then we can recollect.
I'll post it anyhow. I'll post it into the channels from next week. Whatever we discussed, I'm preparing the topic wise interview questions. You will get them from
Yeah,
second week.
one more question. I think it is not. I think you already told this. We'll discuss. But one thing actually. So I'm working as a QA practice. I mean, QA quality assurance engineer from last 7 years.
Mhm,
So now planning to switch to the Azure or cloud side actually as administrator or as a DevOps engineer. So
mhm.
if I take this if I take this course, can I become a administrator as well as a subs admin or as a
The
DevOps
SysOps
engineer? Both?
admin is the certification only. Actually, even you become the SysOps admin, definitely you should create the infrastructure through Terraform.
Okay,
Nobody will prefer you create the infrastructure manually.
okay,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
must learn the Terraform, you must learn DevOps
So
concepts
it will.
because
That's my question actually. So the Terraform will cover everything here, or
yes,
we need to take any other.
no, we will cover everything.
Okay, thanks, Shiva. Yep.
Most welcome. Bye. Yeah. Avinash Madas.
Yeah, hi Shiva.
Hi, Avinash.
Yesterday I have installed the Git Bash, and
Mhm.
after seeing your video, I have pasted the public document into the private one. Is that necessary? Like you have copied some public key into the private key.
I never copied public key into private key. I imported public key into AWS cloud.
Okay, I mean you have opened the public document and you have copied that and pasted into the.
Yeah. So we need to import the public key into AWS.
Okay,
So what I was saying, you need to attach public key to the instance, right?
yeah,
While creating the instance, you are selecting the key.
okay,
So
fine.
what that is the public key. That's what I mean. Adding the public key to the instance.
Okay. So you haven't copied that document into another document. I mean the WordPad.
No. So you just copy the public key text and then import it to the AWS as key. Okay.
Okay. Another thing is you are writing these Linux commands, right?
Hmm.
So can we get that?
See, you can get it, but this is the rubbish. So it's like I'm preparing my own notes. Similarly, you watch the recording again, and then you write it on your own so that you will remember it. So you
Okay,
want to see this one also. If
sure.
you try to get this text file from me, you will never practice again.
Okay,
Okay, so write it on your in your own notes. This is nothing, hardly very less text. Okay, it's
fine.
not a document.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Rajashekar Vyas.
Yeah, hello Shiva. Hope
Yeah,
my,
hi.
my voice is audible. Yeah.
Yes,
So
audible.
yesterday I created a Linux instance in AWS after taking that one.
Mhm.
So a few commands I practiced in that VM. So actually I'm after giving the commands, I'm unable to minimize the instance in AWS. How to do that? Actually, I'm
You
having experience in Azure portal, like creating VMs and everything, but here I'm new to AWS.
you are unable to minimize.
Minimize the VM. Like I can have to see the other options as well, right? In AWS portal.
What? So here, these are the options. What you want to minimize here?
So just open the AWS VM instance, please. Linux instance.
Yeah, this okay.
Okay, so after giving the commands here, so whatever the creating folder files and all. So then
Hmm.
how to minimize?
What you want to minimize? So I
And
don't understand what you want to minimize.
no, actually we have to minimize the VM, right? This instance,
You want to remove?
not remove. So we have to exit from the instance. How to do that?
Just give the exit. say either Azure or any cloud, connecting to the instance is always same. If you want to come out, just give exit. That's it.
But still the same page, right? After giving you given already.
This is your local. You can clearly see user@ your laptop name. But this is, it means you are inside your server. You can see here.
Okay.
If you want to come out, exit. That's it. Now you are in your own laptop. Even if you want to come out of this, just again press exit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. And one more
Yeah.
thing. So we have to attend this session from our phone or this laptop.
Obviously laptop. Why you want to attend from phone?
Okay. Yeah, it really
I don't have,
benefit
see, it is completely your wish, but obviously it is useful if you attend from your laptop. Okay, that is purely your
Yeah.
wish. It's not a, don't consider it as a doubt.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Vishal.
Yeah,
Thank you.
most welcome. Hemant.
Hello, sir. My voice is audible, sir.
Yes, audible.
Sir, you installed Git Bash in this server, no, sir. It is installed in server, sir, or in a Windows system, sir.
It's in Windows.
Okay, sir. Sir, my doubt is I registered in this session, sir. I'm getting the links to join. Is it okay to join, sir?
I'm sending links to join.
Yes, sir. WhatsApp updates coming.
Yeah. I'm
Yes,
sending
sir.
links to join only. Then why you are asking again? Is it okay to join?
No, sir. I know. I only just registered, sir.
Yeah, it's fine. If you wish, if you are interested to join, then join. Otherwise, Prasad. Surya.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I have a few doubts regarding yesterday's section. What is inbound? You give all traffic, no? From the internet, it will come to the system.
Yeah, that is inbound. From the system, if it goes out, that is called outbound.
Okay, from the system. Okay. While installing the Git Bash, there is a one option installing not while generating the key. What is fast phase?
Passphrase, that is again some security to your key. You don't need to enter, just enter it. Otherwise, if you want, you can give. That is again security to the key.
Okay, if you enter means when will the give the password?
Don't enter, just keep it, enter. That's it. Don't give any passphrase.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have one tip to you. So this is a new technology. Linux, any technology is like not a simple thing. Linux is like Pacific Ocean. Even you learn for 2 years, still there is something to learn again. Okay, so Linux is not simple or silly technology. It is like a Pacific Ocean. Nobody knows everything. So while you are learning, don't try to understand everything. Not only this one, anything you are learning, don't try to understand 100% of it, because it is obviously not possible. Just convince to the point, whatever we are saying, just convince to that point. Don't go too much depth. It's okay if you go a little bit down, little bit deep, but don't never try to understand everything while you are learning. Okay, first convince to the point, whatever we discussed, if that feels right to you, then slowly you can get more and more knowledge while you are practicing. Okay, thank you so much. Ajiz.
Yeah, hi, sir. Just would like to know about the SRE and this one. What exactly? Actually, checked in Google, they think both are same only, but few service.
No, I explained already in previous sessions also. SRE and DevOps has a little bit difference. Installing and then maintaining the tool is SRE responsibility. DevOps is using the tool, it's DevOps responsibility.
Both are different then.
Yes. Few companies, they will keep both persons same, like startup companies, but MNC companies, they will always try to differentiate.
I'm not getting WhatsApp notification and I registered that also, but I'm not receiving it.
Okay, but maybe you entered your number is wrong. But anyhow, no need. You don't have no need to wait for me for this week. You can always find everything in our website.
Yeah,
Okay,
do
just
it
this
that way.
entire week, the session link is same. The Q&A session link is same. From next week
Then
only, we
that's
will
it.
change it. Okay, and the recordings also it is same for the entire course. This recording link. Okay, thanks so much.
So if you want to become a SRE, then you need to learn separately for them with the web.
So no, actually there will be no SRE courses available, but you need to do it on your own once you are into the company. Thank you. Lakshmi Narayana. Satyanarayana M.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Sir, just I posted a question on Q&A.
Mhm.
If it possible, can you tell the answer?
We will discuss like how we are discussing.
Okay, sir. And one more thing is that, does AWS enough, or shall I need to learn one more cloud?
No, one cloud is enough. Don't try to learn everything at a time.
Okay, sir. Just I posted one question regarding our today's topic only, sir.
Where you posted?
Just in our webinar only Q&A session.
Oh, okay. What is that? You can talk here right now.
Yes, sir.
What is it? Alekia Garapati. You can unmute and ask. Alekia Garapati.
Hi Shiva, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, hi Shiva, good morning.
Good morning.
I just have a small question. Yesterday we have created instance in AWS server, right?
Yes.
And we discussed we are going to terminate the server whenever like after this session ends.
Yeah.
Is it like stopping and starting is the good practice, or is it
No,
good?
just terminate itself, because it doesn't take more time, right? It will not take more time to create again, maximum 1 or 2 minutes. So if you stop it also, there will be charges for the storage.
Okay. So it's good practice to terminate every day and create
Yes.
new one.
Yes, for this course, try to terminate every day. So I'm terminating.
And for 1 year, it's like free, right? Shiva? Like, or
Yes.
do we need to pay for storage even if something is running?
So free trial has some limited access. I already told in yesterday's session. So there are only, you cannot create heavy instances. Like I can only create one CPU and then 1 GB RAM. If you go for like 2 CPU and then there will be high instances, 16 GB RAM, 72 GB RAM, 144 GB RAM. So these kind of instances, they will charge heavily. These are not free. Okay. So take this as an assignment anyhow. So just understand what are the AWS free trial limitations. If you find it directly in Google, AWS free trial limitations. You can even use ChatGPT also. So you can easily see in any website AWS free trial limit. They will clearly tell us.
Sure, Shiva. If we cross like 1 GB limit, it won't alert us, or will it charge directly?
They will charge us directly. It is, say they are saying only micro instances are free. Okay. And they have the limit for everything.
Sure. Yeah, I
Okay,
got
so
my answer.
slowly we will understand. But anyhow, take this as an assignment or simple task for all of you. Just go to any YouTube video anywhere in the internet, you can find the answer. Thank you so much. Padmasri, you have some question?
Hi Shiva, my question is related to permissions. So
Yes.
suppose I am in some other path and my file, I'm not in the path where my file is present. So I wanted to change the permissions of one particular file and I'm in some other path. So
Okay.
from that path, is it possible, like in the same syntax, can we change the path and change the permission as well?
So you tried it, you know the absolute and relative path, right? Yesterday we discussed.
Yes, yes.
So I'm in this path. I want to change something in the downloads folder. chmod, for example, 77 all access, and I can give downloads and some file. Okay, whatever it is, the file name.
Okay.
So that is the absolute and relative path. It doesn't matter
Okay,
wherever you
okay.
are. You can always give the absolute or relative path.
Okay.
Thank you.
And one more thing about the ownership, are we going to discuss it? Changing
Yes,
the ownership. Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yes, when doing the user management, we can. So at the time you will understand clearly.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's not too far anyhow from tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Thank you. Kiran.
Yeah, hi Shiva.
Hi.
In general, we connect to the instances through PuTTY sessions, right? But
Yeah, first
connecting-
I want you guys to understand how it happens in the background. Even you connect to pt will run this command only.
So
So
they
later
both are
we'll
similar.
yeah, so both are similar. Like Google Chrome is the client for the websites. Similarly, internet browser is also client to the websites.
Yeah.
And we have SSH client. These are called as SSH client. So I said servers will have the SSH authentication mechanism. So this git bash is one of the SSH client. PuTTY is one of the SSH client. And then we have something like mobexstream. That is also one of the something, whatever. Xterm, whatever. So that is also one of the SSH client. Doesn't matter however you connect it. Okay. So it's completely your comfort. So I just want to tell you what is the syntax behind that.
Okay.
Okay. So how you pass private key, how you pass username, IP address. That is what I want to tell you guys. And later we are going to use PuTTY and we are going to use super PuTTY as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Most welcome. And then Maunika, you have some question.
Hi Shiva, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Maunika.
Actually, I have some general question. I'm
Yes.
using company's laptop, so I can't install git bash. Is there any way to, practice these commands? Not in
Then
git
you
bash?
must have your personal laptop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it, Shiva. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Srinivas. Srinivas, you can unmute.
Hi Shiva.
Hi, Srinivas.
I'm audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Actually, yesterday I followed the video and created some public key and private key. I was able to log in, but
very good.
I got some error as just the permission got denied.
Once you logged in, you got permission denied?
Yeah. Once I logged in, I was connected to EC2 server. Then somehow I got a permission denied. I'm not able to go further from.
That's the error, right? Now you have to check what you are doing. So now this is SSH-I. Are you giving this private key properly? And it should be exist in the same wherever you are. Okay. For example, you are somewhere in the folder, like as another person said, you are somewhere else in your system. Okay, you don't have the key here. SSH-I. Where is the key exactly? Give the proper path. User.
Yeah, I have done with the
user and then devops.pem. The username is EC2 user and @IP address. So if still it is not working, you need to check your firewall. You have created firewall or not. Okay, that is the one thing. And two things. Yesterday we discussed two things. So first thing is you need to create a firewall group in that. Okay, and then import the public key. If you do these two things properly, then you will definitely connect. and follow this syntax. Okay, try to do it again and again and understand what is happening, whether you are doing correct or not.
Okay, I'll try with multiple times. If not possible, can we connect the
Yeah,
evening
evening
session
you connect to
I'll
QA
share
session.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
thank you.
Thank you.
Vanuchandar J. Bhavani
Hello.
Nandigam. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Vanuchandar.
Yeah. Hi, Shiva.
Hi.
So my question is also same question like before. Like I have created the AWS account, and the same question before one lady asked like, are we going to charge in case if you are not look at that?
So now you got the answer, right?
Yeah. One like every time we need to when we are logging out from instance, then when we are deleting that instance, then our previous work is getting deleted, or I don't
Yeah,
know
obviously
what's that.
deleted. We are not doing anything, right? We are just practicing commands. It is fine now.
Yeah. Okay. That's what like.
Yeah.
You are practicing commands only, no? So in case if you in future, if when we are creating any project process, no?
Even
So
at
at
that
that
time
time,
also delete it. Do it
okay.
again. It will be useful for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Bhavani Nandigam.
Yeah, hi Shiva, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Bhavani.
So yesterday session I have practiced. So same issue I got previously he discussed, right? Permission denied. So when I generated the key, for private key, I didn't get the any extension as .pem.
Yeah, you need
So
to, for your purpose, just you need to give that .pem. Even it doesn't matter whether you give .pem or not, but to understand from our side, we are giving .pem to make it clear that is a private key and .pub is public key.
So I have given the extension as .pem, even though it is not generated. So I got the permission denied. Later I realized, and without extension .pem, I have given the name, and I was able to log in. Maybe he can try that way.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, maybe whoever asked it, try it. Otherwise, we'll connect in evening session. Someone who did it well, they can also show you it live today evening. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, Priyanka.
Hello.
Yes.
Shiva, what is the use of public key?
What is the use of public key?
Yeah.
Actually, those two are pair. Public key and private key is pair. So that's what we discussed. Public key will keep it inside. What is the use of lock to a box? Just to lock it, right? So without key, is the lock useful?
No.
So same here with public key and private key are the pair. So without private key, public key is not useful. So you keep it public key inside the server and you will open it, just like locking your Linux server. That's it, nothing much.
All right. Do we need to delete this security group also if we delete the instance?
No need. That will not be charged. You can keep it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, most welcome. Ganesh.
Hi Shiva, very good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ganesh.
Yeah, so my question is not specific to this session. This is being my first session I'm attending this class. So it is more related to the course content, and is this course helpful in becoming a DevOps architect as well? Or
if you have more experience, then you can become architect.
Okay, more experience in the sense like in DevOps side only, correct? Or any other
side.
IT experience also will be helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, and does it cover AWS as well?
Yes.
Okay, means architect level.
Architect associate.
Associate level. Okay. Yeah, Shiva. Yeah, that is
Okay.
all from my
Most
side.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have more doubts, you can join evening Q&A session. Try to practice it. Try to understand what is going wrong in your while practicing. Do it multiple times and search from the internet. So that is how you will get the good practice and Yeah, so you can join evening session anyhow at 8:30 p.m. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. See you in tomorrow session and see you in evening session.